Okay. I'm just making sure that the YouTube is going. Okay, but anyway, yeah, like I was saying that it makes sense why you were asking about blowing your combine. I didn't know you were in a funded. Um, so yeah, if okay, so look, you start off with a combine, you pass that, and then you get into a funded, which you are now. So if you blow that, then if if you blow that, then yeah, you have to restart to a combine. So that's why it's like um yo, what up, average GPO? Average GPO player? Let's go. I think I read that right, bro. What's up, man? Anyway, but so yeah, if you're in an Express account, if you're on Top Step and you're on an Express account, yes, if you blow it, you start over. You have to start over all the way to square one. So yeah, that's yeah, it makes sense why you asked that earlier. So that's why if you can get a payout, if you can get your if you can get your a payout with that funded account, then blowing it wouldn't be as bad. Cause I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen, but you just never know, especially with like the price action lately. Um, yeah, man. Because because if you can get a payout, you're already making back your initial investment with the whole combine to Express, and then you get some money out of it. So the goal is to get more of them. That's obviously the goal, but you just never know, man. It happens to all of us. It happens to all of us, man. Why are you streaming so late? You couldn't get your entry, Unk. I'm just getting home. I'm just getting home. I called this out on the Discord though. I know. I know, bro. 500s. Let's go. Trade ICT. ICT. You watched the whole thing. You watched the whole mentorship on ICT. That's crazy. Yo, what up, Mo? What's up, Mo? Did you ever figure out the stuff with your Alpha Futures account? Nice, bro. Did you get to see my call out with this trade here? Did you get to see it, bro? Yeah, we're up $1,000. It's all good, bro. There's another one. Discord. I found you off YouTube. Nice, bro. Yeah, we do have a free section here. If you want to tap in, I can get you plugged in. I can put the link here, but it's up to you, man. Just let me know. Okay, we are about to break the 680s, and if the 680s break, I'm gonna move my stop loss to 660 is where I plan on 660. It will be at the lows. Here we go. 660. That's what my stop loss would be. I would want it like right here, but I want to give it that little bit of extra room because I don't want it to break and then comes take me out and then yeah. Why don't I stream New York? Honestly, bro, it's because I also work with my family business. I truck drive, so usually by the time I leave my house, it's about like, I mean, it's not always perfect. It's a perfect schedule, but in the mornings I get ready. Even if I was streaming, I wouldn't be like as active like this right here at my desk, you know, talking through these things. I could, but it wouldn't be as long. I'm trying to make these as just about like an hour long streams. Yeah, Mo, this moved very nicely. But honestly, Mo, like this is one of the few that worked out. Usually the other trades I've taken, they go in our favor and then some bullshit happens. But this is well in profit. We managed it. Now it's risk free. I want full take profit, but I'm just trying to stick to rules here, man. I'm trying to be very good about that this year. Nah, I don't use Discord. Yeah, man, I totally I feel it, bro. I feel it. Moscow. I drive locally here with my family. It's super close by. It's nothing aggressive at all, man. I used to drive pretty aggressive, not as aggressive, but like from LA to Sacramento and things like that. Now I go to the place and I drive to a place that's like 30 minutes away from our business. But anyway, yeah, it's usually like if I'm gone for a whole day of work, it's like 3 4 hours. So, but I'm more so like I want to take care of it like pretty. I want to take care of that job like pretty decently early. I don't want to be trading and then the day's over. Then I'm starting the day late at work. So that's why I'm not like as active on New York. You know what, man? I could add another con. Yo, what up, Athletic? I could add another con. I could. I really could. But the thing that always makes me like iffy about that is like right here, I'm so happy with this entry. If I add another one, I don't know how far up it's gonna move it up. Because if I do, what if it brings it up over here? And then now I lose the trade placement, the entry I had. Then I lose that perfect entry that I feel this was. Just got home, Athletic. Nice, bro. I know I'm not risking anything, bro. I know it's still risk free. I know that. But what if it does decide to come down? What if it does decide to come sweep that? Let's just say, I don't know. But let's just say that because I entered, then I have to move it here, then it comes down, wicks it, takes me out, and then it goes to full take profit. So I'm happy with this. I'm happy. I think I won't unless we break and then we create a support here. Then I'll add on the next leg up. But we gotta see though. I don't know. I will move it up if we break 680. We have not yet. Or we have, but I want it above this zone. So for right now, my stop loss is where I want it to be. Because I don't want to do anything prematurely. There we go. 681. Boom, stop loss. Oh shit, I'm not even. Dude, I hate this drawing tool. It's so annoying sometimes. We broke it. That's enough. That's what I said I would do. So my stop loss is now at 660. My worst case scenario now is $740 in profit. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. We're breaking now. We are breaking 680. My stop loss is now at 660. So if this just so happens to be some sort of fake out breakout, then my worst case scenario is $740 in the money. So yeah, we got what we wanted. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Bro, if you could just give us a boner candle that just takes us up there. But the hourly looks so beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. This is about to close in 1 minute. Less, just a little over a minute. And if we close, we are closing above this resistance. So, I mean, I wouldn't want this to happen, but if it does decide to, retrace, that's where I would look to see about a support to be created right here. That's a nice close on this left side here. I like that close. I like that close. $50 seconds for this 15-minute to close. $15 seconds. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I like to see that. There we go. Okay, Athletic, I know you want to pass some accounts here, so I just want to see. I want to see this kind of go through. What if we get a boner counter right here? Okay, look. We also need to get past 25, 700. That's a big round number. We could react off of that. Okay, then the hour. That's a bullish candle on the hourly there. Nice close on the 15. Nice close. It would be some absolute messed up stuff if this just completely tweezer tops. That'll be some mess. You know what? Just because of that possibility, because I've seen that happen. I'm moving my stop loss up. I'm going to move it to 670. 670. Stop loss is now at 670. And that's just with the... I just wouldn't want to see this current candle take out the previous low of this previous bullish 15. I would not want to see that. Yeah, that's pretty aggressive right there. We still got 12 minutes on this 15-minute candle. So what I would want to see is like this, exactly what it's doing. I mean, anything could happen still because, we still got 12 minutes on this candle, but it could either go, or if it does decide to stay here, then I would like to see it close above this. On the left side, you see the support, this resistance that now is being respected as a support. And if it closes there, that next candle, I would want to see it wick down again to show that it's respecting it, and then flip green. But it looks like it's doing that here. So those are beautiful signs here. Beautiful signs for continuation. I want to see this go, baby. Take us to the heavens, bro. Okay, let me get some music on here. I forgot all about the music. Okay. Athletic, I know you're probably itching for a trade. Let me see if we can see something here. On gold, maybe. So, okay. I'm good with this here. I'm good off of this one here, so let's see. Okay. $200 scalp. All right, let's see. On silver, bro. Sheesh. It's so tempting. Dude, there's just no stopping this stuff, man. I wouldn't I wouldn't say it moves fast. It's just the weight of every move is so much. And by the way, if you're hopefully you're doing micro silver, even then that's still quite a bit. It's heavy. Yeah, man. Silver is what you want to trade if you want to be fast, but you just got to be careful, man. It's possible. Possible for sure. It's a new hour right now. It's not exactly leaving behind a wick. Yeah, either pass it or fail it in one shot. That's really it, to be honest. You go to silver for that one. But you better hope you snipe one of those entries. How's Lucid? I like Lucid. I've yet to get a payout with them. They came out with those new Lucid Black accounts. But they have a 40% consistency in the funded. I'm not a fan of the consistency, but if you want to be realistic, more so of a more attainable thing, you wouldn't want to be trading it as like crazy, especially if you're trying to get like consistent with your trades. So like 500 here, 1,000 here. Those are still very, very well decent numbers. No, man, I'm telling you, bro. Like, Project X is out of the question for all these firms unless you use Top Step. They completely removed the licensing to everybody. So now the only people that can use Project X is Top Step. How did you get blocked? I see. I thought you were hedging accounts, bro, because I know some people go short, some people go long on one account, and that's not allowed with them. I thought you did something like that. Okay, just like I was saying with silver, look, we didn't leave a wick to the downside. Instead, we went up, and now we just flip red. Okay, but let's see. Let's take a closer look. If it's gonna keep going down at the rate that it's going, all I can really think is just up. Like, shorting this though, yeah, you might catch a banger, but it might be kind of crazy for you to do that. I mean, even this, dude, even this is enough to pass. Like, if you let's just say you got a perfect entry up there. Even that is like more than enough to pass. Athletic, bro, you're funny. But okay, so if it does, okay, if it does decide to retrace, I would want to see some sort of inspection of the 50% of this hourly, and then move up. But who knows? I mean, right now this could just be the pullback right here. But for right now, from what I see, you can see it at two different ways of looking at this here. You can see this as a head and shoulders. So if we break this, we just go down, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Or this could also just be an ascending triangle. And if we break out, we go up. Two different ways of looking at this. But if I were to probably see about taking an entry, it would probably be this right here. Because again, nothing about this hourly candle here that just closed says short this. Oh, wait. Nothing about that says let's short this now. Right? Look at that thing. That's the boner candle that NQ needs to give us here. Needs to print on the chart. That's what we need. If you want to, okay, look, I mean, not financial advice, bro, because I don't trade silver, so I wouldn't be as like certain of just saying this, but I mean, I would just based off of this, what I'm talking about. What I'm not as certain is this position size, but you could see about an entry here, or best possible picture is at the bottom of this range right here, and target these highs. That's what I would see about. I know. In Q, the 15 is like wanting to flip red and close red. Look at this. We are respecting that resistance that is now support. It's doing everything I want to see. Wow, look at silver. If you did take an entry there, somewhere here, this would be looking nice, but if I was trading silver, I would be managing this so tightly, like stop loss at break even, maybe at that little push. I don't know. I don't really trade it. But I would just be doing that just because I'm, you know, I'd be shaking being in silver because of how fast you could just blow an account or take a fat loss. Oh, look at silver go, bro. Yeah, look at the flip on silver. And then NQ is doing what we want. It was doing what we want. Now is this gonna be? Yeah, man. Is this now? Okay, the question is now: is this the pullback you're wanting to get that good entry, or is it just gonna fail and go lower? Because it's easy to say we should have gotten an entry here when it was up here, but now that it's there, are we still thinking the same thing? Nice close on this candle on 50 for NQ. I like that. So look at this. Buyers silver is catching a bid here at that support still. Ooh, I like this a lot here on the 5 minute for NQ. I like this a lot. Resistance in these 5 minute candles supported. And now we broke this high. That's looking good for, for some continuation up still. I could move my stop loss here just because that's a new pivot point that we put in, but then that's trailing it a little way too tight in case it just decided to give it another retest and go up. That's the thing about trailing things too tight. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. If it's gonna break out, then I want to see it go and respect these two red candles. So what I wouldn't want, damn, look at silver, bro. What I wouldn't want is for NQ to come back down and create a new low, and then possibly go after this one down here. So Yeah, I'll just move it up. I wouldn't want this. Yeah, I'll move it up. So now worst case scenario is $1,000 in profit. $1,000 in profit. Damn, look at silver. That the head and shoulders was true. Okay, so now if you were to look into trying to short this, I would wait to see what kind of reaction it will look like if it just decides to come back up here and then consolidate a little bit before going back down. But that's if you're still looking at Silver Athletic. I'm more so still looking at this because I think that's what you're trading. Oh, look at that buy up on the 5 minute. Ooh, it caught a bid. It's catching a bid here. Ooh. Okay, so now this is where we want to see a reaction on silver. Is it going to consolidate here just a little bit? And continue down? That's the next question. What strategy do you always use? I use support and resistance mainly, but then I also, when I'm looking at something, I also just kind of go through everything that I know. So there are certain things that I'm always going to use, which is that support and resistance. Like this is a perfect example. Let me see. So right here, you got this low, this low, this low, and then these highs. So what does that tell you? This on the left is, this was resistance before we broke out, but then we came back down, gave it that retest, gave it that retest, retest. Now we're breaking through. But is it going to come back up and respect it as a resistance for lower? Or was that just like a little fake out? And then right now it's a little bit above. Is it going to come back down and support it before going back up? But I always mark out these levels on the bigger time frame. So like I always go to the 1 hour. If I was looking at this on the 1 hour, this is what I would look. So if we do decide to just dump down, okay, well, how far down are we going to go? Where on the bigger time frames are we going to find support to potentially long? That will be right there for another leg up, and then target would be these highs. Right? So, but right now with silver, the way it's moving, there's nothing to the left to really target. There's nothing here. There's nothing here on the left to say, okay, this, I'm aiming for this previous resistance. There's nothing there. So right now, I mean, from what it looks like, just buy and close your eyes. Buy into this and just close your eyes. Because we are just moving up, bro. But as for like NQ, we basically retraced toward the end of the day, and we have a bunch of stuff here on the left. A bunch of stuff here on the left. So that's why I am targeting previous day high. But we can expect some sort of reaction or like, you know, for it to hold. So like it's breaking through. And we have, if you can see here, we have those lows that here was tested as a resistance. which it did respect it because we went down. And here, another resistance. And now if we do decide to come back down, we would want to see, is it going to be respected as support to make our way back up? If it does decide to come back down to retest it, that's going to take us out because look where our stop loss is. But walking away with $1,000 is perfectly fine for me. That's a big W. And look at this, Athletic, if you're watching, I mean, this could be a long entry, dude. Look at this. It could be, not financial advice, but you know, we broke down, came back into the range, and now we're leaving a wick behind on this support level. Support level that I just went through. And look at it go. It's catching the bid. But yeah, Mo, that's how I find places of interest. But when it comes to entries, I get a little bit more specific with like, you know, where is the entry going to be? I think we're going to get stopped out. The way it's looking is getting stopped out because it swept this high, and now it's going to go for the low. Yeah, that's going to engulf to the downside from what it looks like. But it's still not over. It's still not over. It's not over until it's over. Anyway, but as far as this entry, it was the most simplest thing, but I saw other confluences out as I was trying to figure it out. Oh shit. If you use Fibonacci's, we have this low, and then this is the highest high from earlier today. And it retraced to the golden pocket, which is the 0.618 and something else. But that's what they call the golden pocket. I think it's these two. The 618 for sure. No way it's not. That's why I don't use Fibonacci. So look at all these numbers, 4.618, 4, all this and that. But it's like the 618 and I think it's this one. Yeah, it is. No, hold on. I think I deleted it because I made my own for projections. But anyway, it's this one, the 706 and the 0.618. And it's here. It falls right here. And look where it decided to wick off. And instead of taking an entry right away, what I did is I waited for this 15-minute candle to print. This 15-minute candle is what caught my attention. This is when market opened. Market opened on this candle. We went up. Okay, we rejected. This was a pullback. Then this one looked like it was going to continue down lower, but buyer stepped in. I jumped the gun a little bit early, and I took my entry at this resistance that we were going to break through. So let me just clear everything off and just literally leave it at this. Do you see the resistance? Every resistance and support level is a green and red candle. So in this case here, it was a resistance right there and right there. And then this third candle is the one that decided to break through, closed, which is a good sign. And then the following candles, you can see the wicks that it left behind. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. So since I jumped the gun and entered before it closed, seeing these wicks off of my entry, money. And then sure enough, boom, 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 boom. Do you see the next resistance? Do you see it? Bam. Resistance, green and red candles. And then look to the right. What do? We broke through the following two candles. Wick, wick. Supported. Bam. This might be it, but we could give it that room. But I don't know how long I want to sit here, to be honest, unless I go to sleep. But if we get stopped out, that's perfectly fine. At least, hopefully, you guys are following along to like this. But yeah, this might be it for the trade, but it could still go. I mean, there's still consequences for it to keep going, but I don't know if I'm willing to sit through it all, to be honest. I was kind of hoping it would just like keep running and running and running, but it's finding different spots to consolidate. Boom, I'm out. $1,000. $1,000 secured. $1,000 in Q long. I'm also not upset that I got out at that because of this engulfing candle that's currently happening right now. Right there. We swept that high. And then now instead we rejected it. It looked like it was going to keep going, but instead it flipped red, and that's a big seller candle, and it went for the low. So if I was still in this and my stop loss was way down here again, I wouldn't want to see that. That would not be ideal for me to see. How many payouts have I gotten? I think like 15. 15 payouts. Majority of them are from Top Step. I've gotten one from My Funded Futures. And I've gotten so close with like Tradeify, bro. But with Tradeify, I kind of tilted on one of my accounts because I got an account that I was so close, but there's consistency rules, and that's how I found out consistency rules, bro. If there is, they're so annoying. Because I was like, my account was like at 6,000, 7,000, and I could have, their max payout is like 3,000. And so I had the money in there to take it out. Athletic, if you're still in here, bro, this to me this looks good for a buy. If you're still in here, bro, it's supporting. Do you get okay? Look, matter of fact, this is literally, look at this, guys. Resistance, support, 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 broke out, fake out, support. To me, I would probably be in this, and my stop loss would be very tight, like below this candle. It would be fairly tight. Anyway, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was so close to the Tradeify one, dude. But their consistency is 20%, bro. 20% consistency. I just couldn't get it there. I just couldn't, and I was getting very impatient. And I think they wanted me to make. I think because the thing about consistency, if you go crazy on the first day, the following days have to be similar to that. So like if you make 12,000 and your account has to be 20% consistency, your other days have to be like just about the same. You can't make more than 12, but you have to be up there. You can't do like Top Step where you make 12,000 and then the next 4 days you make like 150. Yeah, it was just some BS, man. I was just like, dude, fuck this account, bro. I was like, fuck this. No, you don't, dude. You do not have to trade daily. Not at all. Because not every day there's a setup. Not every day. I mean, I'm here trying, but not every day works out perfectly like the way it did today. That's just the reality of the market, bro. But no, to answer your question, no, you do not have to trade every single day. Oh, I should probably ping this out for the Discord here. Yeah, I like a silver, bro. That would have been a nice little move, another scalp for Athletic if he took that. Damn, I was actually tempted to take it too, but I'm telling you, bros, silver, silver, bro. Ooh, look at it run, bro. Did I just miss out? Did I just miss out on a quick scalp too? Bro, athletic, athletic left at the worst times. That was probably the move that would have passed him. Here, I'm gonna mark this out. I'm gonna mark it out just to see if it hits. I'm gonna tag him. But this is what I was thinking. It left these 2 weeks behind. I was thinking about that right there. And then my stop loss would have been at the low of this green one. That's what I was thinking. Okay, let's see if it hits now. If it hits, that'll be wild. And I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Okay, let's look at gold. Yo, what up, C-Figs? Dude, is silver just gonna go straight to TP? Silver's going straight to TP. Okay. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's just that I was Athletic was the one trading it. Okay, real quick before I continue that, if I'm gonna see about gold giving us an entry somewhere down here, I'm gonna go in 1 micro because I don't want to go too heavy. Now that we're coming off of a good win, so I don't want to go heavy. If anything, I'll probably go 1 micro and risk the $37 that I'm over for 1,000. We'll see though. We'll see. But anyway, I was telling this guy Athletic was the one trading silver, and he left just as I was telling these guys this looks good for a buy, and this would have been my entry, and sure enough, that would have been a solid scalp. Or if you want to hold through it, TP would be these highs. And so far, so far it's looking good, bro. Look at it go. By now, though, I would have been break even. By now, I would have been like break even. Oh my gosh. I should have taken this trade. Yeah, I know, bro. I was just telling these guys that I don't trade silver because of how sporadic and how big the moves are, but then this one, we barely saw any red. Barely saw any red if I took it. Look at it go. Sheesh. Right now, I would have probably taken some partials, move my stop loss, break even, maybe a little bit higher. Oh my gosh. Okay, gold. Can you give us an entry? Come on, gold. Okay, if this 15, or if we can get some sort of retracement to like this right here, there's resistance, I can see about taking an entry. And then target would be this, the highs up here too. Wow, silver. Okay, we're gonna see the pullback. Is this the pullback we wanted to see? Yeah, I'm gonna join bid on gold. 2 micros. Stop loss at this low. That's 100. I'll do 174 risk. Yeah, I'll do that. It's looking good. If you guys are watching, if you guys want to trail this one too, I'm kind of doing this more so of a personal one. I am not going to call this out, type it out if you're wanting to get in on this too. 260, if we get these highs, 268. You know, I'll de-risk to $150. $150 risk. Yeah, one MGC, man. Just one. Just one. Very, very light, very light. I'm in 2 micros, so nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. Nice, nice. Yeah, total risk is 150. 150 is fine. I mean, small size on this one. And this will be the last one here, if whatever happens here. Stop loss 49, 49, 1. This It's 1.8 RR. I mean, if you can raise it just a little bit for 2, just to get a 2R out of it. So 49.71.6. That's $300. So risking 150 to make $300. So let's see. Wow, I can't believe I nailed a good entry on silver too. I mean, it's still anything can still happen, but like I said, by now on silver, I would have been like well managed. Partials off, stop loss to break even. This would have been a risk free at this point. Risk free trade. Silver, bro. Wow, Athletic, bro. Where are you, bro? Bro. This is looking good on gold too. I like this. Ten seconds for this 15-minute to close. This next one though, it might come back down and give this another retest. Or what I would like to see is for it just to go. But again, this stop loss, I'm very happy with it just because again, that's another thing to always just kind of keep in mind, that make sure your stop loss is exactly where it needs to be to where it'll completely invalidate. Wow, gold, bro. Holy crap. I should have taken that trade. I should have taken gold. I mean, silver. Bro. I should have taken silver, bro. God damn it. Bro, look at this. Yeah, man, it's going to $100, bro. Silver's going to 100. It's not if, it's when. Yeah, that would have been nice. This would have been a sweet move on silver. Okay, I'll count that as TP. I'll just count it. I'll just count that as TP. Imaginary TP. Imaginary trade on silver. What was I saying? Oh yeah, your stop loss. Your stop loss should be definitely in a spot where it'll completely invalidate it. For me, for this right here, why it's there instead of like down here is because it created, it put in this low, and this is a higher low. So if it's gonna break this, to me, that's kind of breaking that, that's breaking structure. Now you kind of have to consider the possibility of going for these. Wow, silver, bro. Oh my God, bro. Look, guys. Mo, are you watching this, bro? I'm talking to you specifically here, bro. You asked me what I look for, how I trade, what the strat is. It was off of this one line. This was a one-liner. A one-liner trade, bro. I'm talking to you now, bro. Look at this. One line. One freaking line. That's all you need sometimes. Sometimes that's all you need, bro. Yeah, bro. Sometimes that's all you need to have a successful trade. Okay, now the next question though, because we chose gold now, this is what we need. These highs to be taken, which it looks like it is. It does look like it is. But yeah, man, I'm glad this worked out right in front of you guys. Again, I was joking around, but Mo, for real though, I'm glad that this worked out in real time. just look for spots where you see clear resistance, and then you start to see some support. And then if you see a breakout, question it, bro. Question it. Because look, right here, boom, I said we could have done either or. It could have consolidated and then continued down, or it could have done this where it broke right back into it and then it created the support. Thankfully, this is on YouTube recorded. It's recorded on my YouTube. It's going to be on my wall. So you can go back if you want to, look at it. But it was perfectly and simply explained. And that's exactly what we got, man. We got the support and we got the trade to these highs. Easy. Easy peasy. But if you were looking into this, like if you were thinking, because again, there's nothing to the left on silver, dude. We're just making highs. We're making new highs here and there. So there's nothing to target. So you're at this point now, if you want to hold, you want to look at these highs now that we put in. We got them. So now are we going to create the support here and continue up, or are we going to fill back into the range? That's the thing now. Because there's nothing to target on the left, there's nothing for us to look at. Now we're at this point, we're just holding for the sake of bullish momentum. But gold, we still got targets. And at the same scenario, though, we got nothing to the left. If you're in this, oh heck yeah, bro, 150. Dude, that's all you need, bro. Especially for the overnight session. That's more than enough for the overnight session. Heck yeah, man. So Figs too. Also, I'll tell anybody this, but like if you're up and if your goal is to get that payout, it wouldn't hurt just starting another eval, bro. So that way you don't risk losing that now and have to, end the day at 0. But if you're like committed to getting the payout days, then just lock out and start another eval just to get some trading in, or just switch to the practice account. Different ways of working this, bro. Different ways. Just like I was explaining to Gambling Addict about having multiple XFAs. Just perspective, how you want to work it, how you want to do it. Numerous ways. Yeah, man, just start it just so you don't, at this point now, you don't ruin the day. That's a perfect day now. That's a perfect day, qualifying payout day. That's perfect. Now, you got to ask yourself, do you want to, risk losing that and then have nothing count today? Or do you want to see about making more? It's up to you, but I'm just kind of putting that in perspective. Silver supporting still, it's creating that support. So let's see. Gold is still looking good. If we take out this high, I'll go break even there. I'll move my stop loss to break even. Okay, the stream is officially an hour. I'm probably going to call it there, but I'm kind of waiting for this high to be taken so I can at least go break even. And then from there, just kind of call it there. We're so close to it. Oh, come on, you're so close. I might break my rules here. Or I might break what I just said. Because silver, that sell off on silver, and gold seems to be wanting to follow it. Yeah, man. Okay. Okay. I know. Okay, look. Nice buy up. Okay, so now that we put in this, though, realistically, yeah, I'm going to go break even now because we're leaving behind this pivot. We're leaving behind a pivot. Now, if we break that, we should see a continuation. But I wouldn't want a new low after this because look at this. A pivot. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm going to go break even here just because of that break even here. We're leaving behind this pivot point. Buyer stepped in at the 640, 49.61. Okay, look, if you are looking to long silver, this again, similar as gold. What you would want, now you have a place to, if it does come back up here and you decide to take a long entry, now you have a spot to put your stop loss. Now that we put a pivot point just like gold, now we have a location to put our stop loss if we do decide to take an entry somewhere up here. So that's why it matters when the market leaves like a new low, because technically speaking, it's a good place to, move your stop losses, set a stop loss and things like that. Yeah, I'm done watching silver though. There's really no point. I mean, that was the trade that I wanted. There's nothing much for me to look here now on silver. Okay, let's go back to... I'll take this off since we already went break even. Now if we do decide to retrace, we got this, green, red, green, a resistance that now it looks like it wants to try to retest it. So now this is where I'm gonna want to see some support built. Same thing here. If you look to the left, we got a resistance test, respected here. And this is where we broke out. Now is this where it's gonna, respect for higher? Let's see what happens. So it makes sense. It does make sense. It didn't look as clear on the 15, but it looks a lot better of why I went break even there. Because these are the things that I want to see supported to hold us up. But all right, guys, I mean, we're break even now, so that's going to be it for me here. That's the trade. The NQ was a banger. Gold, still a banger. I mean, break even or TP, but, well managed. TA is there. Reasons to believe we're going to go higher and go for those highs. So we're chilling now. Risk-free trade. So that's going to be it for me, guys. I'll see if there's anything, but I'm pretty well content with like the $1,000 here. If anything, I'll start another eval because, again, I don't know if I want to lose these profits. I don't know if I want to give these profits back. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But I'll catch you guys later.